Hi everyone, I'm Hariraj, founder and CEO at NWORX. NWORX is a goal achievement platform for all managers on earth. First of all, thanks everyone who responded to the first of those video sessions that we had last week. Quite grateful for the feedback and signals of support that you shared. Just to recap, last time we spoke of the gap between goal setting and goal achievement. We used the metaphor of hammer and guitar in that conversation to describe the gap between goal setting and goal achievement or the performance. Hammer is a passive tool, can be used in very fairly general manner, whereas the use of guitar to create music requires a certain ability in addition to the use of guitar itself. Similarly, we spoke about individual must possess the ability to translate goals that are set to a way of achieving them. Now, this applies to all professionals, experts, managers, artists, entertainers, athletes, all alike. Today, I want to focus a bit on managers and leaders. When we speak about leaders and leadership performance, the same principles apply. A leader must be able to and must be enabled using a tool. A lot has changed in the last 500 days. I believe today leadership plays a central role more than ever. Development of new leaders is quite essential. It cannot be left to chance. The reality is that most organizations today, growing or otherwise, need fresh leadership talent to replace and augment the existing leaders in very, very short periods. This creation or development of leaders is not going to happen automatically. We cannot leave that to chance either, in the hope that the general business as usual shall provide a setting for new leaders to emerge. Today's business setting is too volatile for those kind of things to happen. And we cannot also risk a flawed or superficial approach to nurturing or development of new leaders. What all this means is that it's important for us to all have an opinion about what makes leaders perform, what helps them perform consistently. We can speak about goal achievement in abstract terms, that can get tiring. Let's look at leadership performance in very specific terms. How does a leader go about leading? How does one think big? How does one inspire fellow human beings? How does a leader drive change, engage teams, deliver results? To look for clues on how leaders perform consistently, let us examine the world of any top athlete. For these athletes, high performance is the name of the game. Yeah, they have rigorous training regimen to build on their physical attributes, their skills, and their mental state. However, there is this space ahead of a performance event, whether that event is a first round in Olympics, or a Grand Slam match in tennis, or a sports league final match, where the athlete actually does the last stage of preparation. Now, this is the place where he or she uses her acumen and awareness of their own skills to create her game plan. She then reviews it multiple times till it can be recalled at will, and then followed upon it with her mental eye or an inner eye. To extend this further, all top athletes may not invest the time into such preparation with the same intensity in all events. There are events where the skills of a top athlete can carry her into a positive outcome with a very light preparation. Similarly, there are events where even the top athletes may need the help of a coach to prepare for the challenging event ahead. Same thing goes for leaders. When faced with a very high performance event, say a high stake commercial negotiation, a leader must prepare for it. Towards preparing for it, it would be beneficial if the leader already has a playbook for such a negotiation conversation, and if she already has the skills to execute that playbook. All this sounds easy, but I guess we all see that most leaders are not doing this. One, we all tend to overemphasize the need for preparing content, and at the same time, we overestimate our own skills as we spend hours creating slides, documents, graphs. We don't attend the story, we don't focus on the conversation to be had. We believe that can be pulled off in real time without much preparation. Fact is, we don't always have the ability to structure a conversation, to deliver the words in a manner that's effective to meet that specific goal, be it a negotiation conversation or an influencing one. Once a leader understands this, they say, "Oh, I can fix this." Still, it rarely happens. Why is that? Next pitfall is that many managers and leaders do not have a mental map of what are the critical leadership actions coming up on their radar. It's akin to saying for an athlete, I do not know what are the critical matches or the big matches that are coming up next week. As leaders, we rely on external signals to signify the criticality of actions back to us. For example, some leaders depend on their own manager putting a spotlight on an upcoming action or a client demanding attention. If those signals don't come, the criticality of an action is not signified and therefore it's not on their radar. Following on it, they may not have planned to prepare for this. Now, let us say they cross this chasm as well. Then comes the matter of volatile context of modern business. And therefore, the fluctuating states of mind imposed on leaders week after week, month after month. Situations change, clients change, market pressures change. All of this changes our state of mind as well. The only antidote to this and to have a very consistent, predictable response is for leaders to build a routine for preparation, a habit. Now, as you can imagine, these are not very easy steps to take, but the high-performing organizations enable leaders to take these steps. They offer the support to enable leaders to cross these chasms. A leader who has created and nurtured the habit of preparation for critical actions bridges the gap to leadership goal achievement. Today's conversation was about bridging the gap to leadership goal achievement. So the single biggest factor to doing that is for a leader to create the habit of preparation for his or her critical actions. So folks, we spoke quite a bit about the gap between goal setting and goal achievement. Today we spoke about what's the single biggest factor in bridging that gap, especially for leaders. In the coming session, we will look to dwell a bit more about how to build that bridge. Thank you so much for listening today. See you again also.